Hello, and a sincere welcome to all of you joining us on Vita Prime Health. I'm Dr. Victoria Langford, a physician with a background from Cambridge, and it is a true pleasure to have this time with you. As we gracefully navigate the beautiful journey of our senior years, we often think about our health in terms of grand gestures, a new, rigorous fitness routine, a complete overhaul of our diet, or perhaps a long-anticipated surgical procedure. We see these dramatic shifts as the key to a healthier, more vibrant life. But what if I told you that some of the most profound, life-changing benefits for our well-being can be found in the smallest, simplest, and most gentle of daily habits? What if the key to unlocking better health, more stable energy, and a deeper sense of vitality lies in a habit so easy, so accessible, it often gets overlooked? Today we're going to talk about the simple yet remarkably powerful act of taking a short, gentle stroll after you eat. Yes, that's it, a 10-minute walk after a meal. It sounds almost too easy, doesn't it? But as we'll discover together, this small rhythmic act of putting one foot in front of the other after we've nourished our bodies can trigger a cascade of positive effects, from steadying our blood sugar to aiding our digestion and even lifting our spirits. It is a quiet, kind gesture we can offer ourselves, a transition from the stillness of eating to the gentle movement of living that honors our body's amazing processes and supports us from the inside out. Before we dive into the incredible science behind this simple habit, I'd love to hear from you. Do you already have a post-meal ritual? Perhaps you enjoy a cup of tea, or maybe you prefer to relax with a book. What does your body crave most after a meal? Please share your thoughts and routines in the comments below. Your experiences are a vital part of what makes our Vita Prime Health community so rich and supportive. The science in motion, a gentle walk and your blood sugar. One of the most significant and well-documented benefits of a post-meal walk is its remarkable ability to help manage our blood sugar levels. This is particularly important for us as we age, and especially for those navigating prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. When we eat, particularly meals rich in carbohydrates, our body breaks down these foods into glucose, which is then released into our bloodstream. This is a natural, necessary process that provides us with energy. However, if our blood sugar levels spike too high and remain elevated for a prolonged period, it can be detrimental to our health over time. This is where that simple 10-minute walk becomes a superhero. Clinical research, including a pivotal study published in the journal Diabetes Care, has illuminated this effect beautifully. In the study, researchers found that taking a gentle walk immediately after eating had a more profound impact on lowering post-meal blood glucose levels than exercising at other times of the day. The walking, they discovered, helped our muscles use up the circulating glucose in the bloodstream, effectively preventing a sharp spike and subsequent crash. It's like a gentle, natural form of regulation, preventing the roller coaster effect that can leave us feeling fatigued, foggy, and craving more sweets. A later meta-analysis published in the journal Sports Medicine in 2022 confirmed this, looking at the cumulative evidence from several trials. The findings were clear. Short bouts of physical activity, as little as 2 to 5 minutes after a meal, significantly improved glucose and insulin levels. The key, they found, was the timing. The immediate post-meal movement was more effective than a longer, more strenuous walk taken later. This is because the glucose is actively being processed by your body right after a meal, and by introducing movement, you're giving your body a more efficient way to utilize it. A deeper look into digestion, the historical context and biological wisdom. Beyond blood sugar, a post-meal walk is a powerful ally for our digestive system. The notion of a gentle stroll after a meal is not new. It's a practice with deep historical roots, particularly in Mediterranean cultures. The Italian tradition of la passeggiata, a leisurely walk taken in the evening, often after dinner, is a beautiful example. It is as much a social ritual as it is a biological one, and it speaks to an intuitive wisdom that our ancestors understood. That movement aids the processes within our bodies. When we walk, the gentle contraction and relaxation of our abdominal muscles can act like a subtle massage for our digestive tract. This encourages the natural movement of food through our system, a process known as peristalsis. This gentle encouragement helps to prevent uncomfortable bloating, feelings of heaviness, and indigestion. It's a quiet, non-invasive way to facilitate our body's work, making the entire digestive process smoother and more comfortable. The contrast to this, of course, is the often ingrained modern habit of immediately sitting or lying down after a meal, which can slow everything down, sometimes leading to a sluggish, uncomfortable feeling. My patients' stories, from skepticism to serenity. In my years of practice, I have had the privilege of witnessing the incredible transformation this simple habit can bring to my patients' lives. One of my patients, Arthur, a retired engineer in his late 70s, came to me with a diagnosis of pre-diabetes. He was a man of logic and routine, and the idea of a 10-minute walk seemed, in his words, too negligible to be effective. His ritual had been to eat dinner and then immediately sit down to watch the news, often falling asleep in his armchair. His blood sugar readings were consistently on the higher side after his evening meal. We decided to conduct a small experiment. For just 1 week, he committed to a 10-minute walk around his garden after dinner, no matter the weather. At our follow-up appointment, a look of genuine surprise and delight was on his face. Not only were his post-meal blood sugar levels noticeably lower, but he also confessed to feeling more alert and having a deeper, more restful sleep. "I thought it was just a walk," he told me, "but it's become a punctuation mark to my day, a moment to clear my head and feel grateful for the day's end." Then there was Maria, a vivacious woman in her late 60s who loved to bake. Her passion, however, often came with a price: severe post-meal bloating that would leave her feeling miserable and uncomfortable. She would often have to unbutton her trousers after a meal, a small but frequent indignity she had come to accept as part of aging. I suggested the gentle 10-minute walk, focusing on the digestive benefits. She began to take her walks with her husband, and within a few weeks, she reported a dramatic change. The bloating was almost entirely gone. "It's the first time in years I felt comfortable and light after a meal," she said, her eyes welling up with tears of relief. "It wasn't about giving up the joy of eating, it was about giving my body the kindness it needed to handle that joy. It's truly a gift." These stories are a testament to a universal truth. Our bodies respond to intentional, gentle care. They don't always need grand, exhausting efforts. They simply need us to listen and respond with kindness. Navigating the myths and misconceptions. Despite its simple elegance, the practice of post-meal walking is not without its own set of myths. Let's gently address a few of the most common ones. Myth: you have to do a brisk, intense walk for it to be effective. Truth: this is perhaps the biggest misconception. In fact, a brisk or intense walk, especially right after a meal, can sometimes be counterproductive. When you exercise intensely, your body redirects blood flow to your muscles and away from your digestive system, which can actually slow down digestion and potentially lead to cramping or nausea. The magic of a post-meal walk lies in its gentleness. A leisurely, unhurried pace is all that is required to get your muscles moving and to encourage the gentle work of digestion. Think of it as a stroll, not a race. Myth: walking for only 10 minutes is a waste of time. I need to do a full workout. Truth: this is an all-or-nothing mindset that can prevent us from embracing the small, powerful habits that truly support our health. While longer, more vigorous workouts are certainly beneficial, the unique benefits of a post-meal walk are tied to its timing and duration. As we've seen in the clinical studies, even a short walk has a measurable impact on blood sugar and digestion that a longer walk taken at a different time of day may not have. A 10-minute walk is not a replacement for other forms of exercise. It is a complementary, highly effective tool in your overall health toolkit. Myth: I have to walk outside, and if the weather is bad, I can't do it. Truth: while a walk in nature can be a wonderful added bonus for our mental well-being, the physiological benefits of a post-meal walk can be achieved anywhere. A walk around your home, a quick trip up and down the stairs, or a few laps around a large room are all perfectly valid and effective options. The key is simply to be in motion. Don't let the weather or your physical location be a barrier to this nourishing habit. I'd be deeply interested to hear your thoughts. Have you encountered any other myths or beliefs about post-meal walking or exercise in general that have held you back from trying something new? Or perhaps you have a clever way of making your walk happen, no matter the circumstances. Share your invaluable insights in the comments below. The broader lifestyle integrations, a holistic view. Embracing the post-meal walk is more than just an isolated habit. It's a gateway to a more mindful, integrated approach to your daily life. It can become a sacred boundary between the nourishment of eating and the activity of the rest of your day, a moment to reset and reflect. Here are a few ways to beautifully weave this practice into your life. The power of connection. Invite a loved one, a partner, or a friend to join you. This transforms a simple walk into an opportunity for conversation, connection, and shared experience. It's a wonderful way to foster deeper bonds while supporting your health together. A moment of mindfulness. Use your 10-minute walk as a walking meditation. Instead of being lost in your thoughts, pay gentle attention to the sensation of your feet on the ground, the feel of the air on your skin, or the sights and sounds around you. This simple practice can reduce stress and enhance your sense of presence. The soundtrack of your soul. Create a short 10-minute playlist of music that brings you joy, peace, or energy. Let it be the gentle soundtrack to your post-meal ritual, a delightful cue that reminds you it's time to move. A visual cue. Place your walking shoes and a comfortable jacket by the front door before you sit down to eat. This simple visual cue makes it easier to transition from the dinner table to the outdoors, removing any friction or hesitation. A detailed FAQ for our VitaPrime community. Question: how long should a post-meal walk be to be truly effective? While clinical studies have shown benefits with as little as 2 to 5 minutes of walking, a 10-minute walk is generally considered the ideal sweet spot. It is long enough to have a measurable impact on blood sugar and digestion without being so long that it feels like a daunting commitment. The most important thing is consistency, so finding a duration that you can sustain every day is far more important than forcing yourself to a longer walk that you might not keep up with. Question: what if I have a physical limitation or a medical condition that makes walking difficult? This is a very important consideration, and I want to be clear. Listen to your body and always consult your doctor before beginning any new exercise routine. If a 10-minute walk is not possible, remember the core principle is gentle movement. This could mean a few minutes of standing and gently swaying from side to side, performing some simple seated leg raises, or even just doing some gentle stretching. The goal is to avoid stillness, not to achieve a specific level of intensity. Question: is it better to walk after a large meal or a small snack? The benefits are most pronounced after a meal that contains carbohydrates, as this is when your body's glucose levels rise. Therefore, a walk after your larger meals of the day, such as lunch and dinner, will offer the most significant benefits for blood sugar management and digestion. However, there is no harm in taking a short stroll after a snack as well. It can still be a wonderful habit for your mental well-being and overall vitality. Question: should I wait a certain amount of time after eating before I begin my walk? The research suggests that the timing is crucial. The most significant benefits for blood sugar control are observed when the walk begins immediately after the meal, as this is when the body is actively processing the glucose. The sooner you can start your gentle movement, the better. Question: can I do my walk in the morning after breakfast, or is it more beneficial in the evening? You can absolutely take a walk after any meal of the day, and it will offer benefits. The post-dinner walk is often highlighted because it can help with a more comfortable digestion before sleep and may also have a positive impact on your sleep quality. However, a post-breakfast or post-lunch walk is equally beneficial for managing blood sugar and digestion throughout the day. The best time to walk is always the time that works for you. Question: I'm concerned that my walk will feel like a chore. How can I make it more enjoyable? You are not alone in this feeling. One of the best ways to transform the walk from a chore into a joy is to find a way to make it truly personal and pleasurable. This could mean listening to a favorite podcast or audiobook, calling a loved one, or simply paying attention to the beauty of the natural world around you. A bird singing, a flower in bloom, the texture of the leaves on a tree. Think of it as a cherished moment for yourself, a pause in the day dedicated to your well-being. As we draw our conversation to a close today, my dear friends, I hope this exploration of a simple post-meal walk has illuminated a path toward greater well-being for you. Remember, a thriving life is often built not on monumental efforts, but on the accumulation of small, kind, and consistent acts of self-care. Your body is a magnificent instrument, and this gentle walk is a beautiful way to honor its intricate wisdom and support its natural processes. This journey of wellness, of living fully and vibrantly in our senior years, is one we embark on together. If today's discussion resonated with you, if it offered a fresh perspective or inspired you to take a gentle step towards nurturing your health, I would be so honored if you would join our ever-growing Vita Prime Health family. Please, subscribe to our channel right now. It's a simple act that ensures you'll receive all our future episodes, each designed to empower you with evidence-based insights and heartfelt support for your well-being. And if you know someone, a cherished family member, a dear friend, or perhaps a valued neighbor, who might also find comfort, inspiration, or valuable insights here, I would be deeply grateful if you would share this episode with them. Your sharing helps us extend our embrace, fostering a larger community dedicated to thriving at every age. Let's continue to support each other on this beautiful path. Thank you always for your precious time, your trust, and your unwavering commitment to your own health journey. Until we meet again, take exquisite care of yourselves and keep cultivating that wonderful vitality.